Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My life is a treasure. Please guys, continue to subscribe, continue to share, continue to like, continue to support, continue to comment so you can help the channel to grow, because we want to keep it real, simple, and life experience, motivation, just like to boost you guys up, because every now and then we need to be reminded of our abilities, of our capabilities, of things that that we can overcome. So that's the whole purpose of this channel. So please continue to help me. Now if you hear like the little noise, the little wind blowing on the background, it's just because I'm outside just trying to relax and enjoy the weather. It was raining, now it's much better. Now I just want you guys to know that this well, I should say this video, it's just more about like the single parents out there, because especially women, because the reason I say women, because oftentimes women are the one that are just like being left single. It takes two people to make a child. However, situations happen where like the parents cannot get along, or situation just happen where like fathers don't want to be around and they just like take themselves out of the picture. They become uninvolved, and sometimes they are nowhere to be found, and the mother is just left to be able to handle the two tasks of being a mother and a father. Now, sometimes they said, okay, I'm the mom and the dad at the same time. But believe me, you can never be the mom and the dad at the same time. You are doing the function of a father, but the father has his roles, just like mommy has her role in the family to help the kid to be in a healthy environment and to feel safe, nature and nurture. So just like continue to just like doing whatever you are doing, just try to embrace the parenting world, like the styles, the techniques, to make sure that you are doing the work according to God's way, and the way like you can create like a good citizen for the society, because education starts at home, not on the streets. And believe it or not, when they go to school, they only like for the time they spend in school, they only receive the instructions on how to be like continue to provide in the society. But the true education starts from the belly, in the womb, and it just starting carrying around. Now you can provide as much as you want, thinking that you're doing everything in your power, but it takes nature and nurture for a kid to be fully successful. And I like to say it takes a village to raise a child. However, it takes one child to destroy that village. And whatever you do, you can do it right. Now if the nurturing is not there to combine with whatever that kid has naturally, it's gonna be a problem. So that's what do the best you can to establish control in your household, while you are providing the warmth environment where the kids feels loved and being themselves by expressing themselves. Now when you are a single mother, you have a lot on your plate. When you're a single father, you have a lot on your plate. So it's possibly like you don't have the time to be the parent that you want to be, but that doesn't mean that you are a bad parent. You just you are so stressed, you are so overwhelmed with whatever that you are going through, whatever situation that you are facing, and you feel like am I a failure? Perhaps you're asking yourself that questions. You are perhaps questioning the situation. Why are you here? How did you get here? And all of these things, and you don't have any answers. And perhaps you might even questioning your existence, especially if you had a plan for your life where you question yourself, your ability, and you keep asking, this is exactly how I want to live, this is exactly what I wanted to do, and this is exactly what life gives me. Now just know that you are special. Even if the kids don't appreciate what you do now, later they will understand. Continue to be the parent that God creates you to be. The parent you need to be to your children, because they are the one who's going to replace you. The father left, or the mother left, that doesn't mean that you should leave the kids' lives, because those are your children too. Because it takes two people who agreed to lay together to create a life. So if the father is nowhere to be found, is not involved, you should not become uninvolved either. You should embrace, because this is a ministry. One thing people don't understand about parenting is a ministry, and not everybody deserves to be a parent, but anybody will lay. That's the best thing that could come up out of sexual encounters, a baby, because there are some other things we can catch in sex that are irreversible. We cannot reverse them. and they will definitely change our life. Children change our lives too, in a good way, but certain things, they will bring more regrets, more remorse, and sometimes suicide. Sometimes we want to just like eliminate ourselves. The reason why? Because of what had happened to us from that sexual thing, for like, a disease and so forth, etc. But now when you take that energy, like, because when you live with that person, you agree to that energy, you agree to everything. Unprotected sex, yes, and you give birth to a child, expect to just do the best that you can to provide the life the kids need. Don't just let the kid be. Discipline the kid as needed. Okay, I'm not saying punish, where like, okay, you're gonna leave marks behind to put you in trouble. But children is discipline. Children needs a parent before a friend. Understand that. Understand that as a parent, you have to embrace that ministry, that calling, to be there for your kids in times of needs, their education, providing for them financially, physically, emotionally, socially, spiritually. All of these, they need them. And never forget to tell them how much you love them, because they want to hear that. Yes, as a single parent, they might not like it. They might find you very hard. You might not have time to tell them how much you love them. You might not have time to show it in the way like they expect for you to show it. But every now and then, make them feel like, okay, they are worthy. Don't blame whatever happened to you on them. Don't turn like the hate you have for the father or the mother on them, because they didn't know you before the father and the mother. You gave them that mother, you gave them that father. Therefore, they shouldn't be held responsible for whatever had happened. So we have to be like, be accountable, hold ourselves accountable for our actions. Understand that the children are there for us to guide them. Because when the time comes, they're going to be the one who's going to carry the baton. How do you want that baton to be carried? How do you want that torch to be passed around? How do you want to just like, okay, go ahead and just say, okay, this is the fruit of my reaping? How can you say that? Of my sowing? How can you say, okay, this is what I'm reaping right now? Whatever I sow, that's what I'm reaping right now. How can you say that if you don't invest in your children? Parenting, again, is a hard function, but it's doable. It's hard, but if you do it with all your heart, okay? If you do it with all your heart, you will see the fruit that comes out of that. You will see the success that comes out of that. Don't just like blame them for situation that had happened to you. I'm pretty sure that you didn't go out with them and say, okay, I want to just like pop up the babies and just like be single and be a single parents. Situations happen. Sometimes we just like go, and start dating and start doing whatever, laying with whomever, without even questioning like the red flags, without even just asking ourselves, is there any compatibility there? Is there any compromising there? Is there any understanding there? Are we on the same level? Sometimes we don't even question, because we allow the hormones to take over. We allow the emotions to take over. The children shouldn't be blaming for our mistakes. The children shouldn't be held accountable for our decisions, because we were two grown adults who made the decisions. And the single fathers, the single mothers, be grateful for being a parent, or for being parents. Okay, even though the children don't appreciate it, but continue to do your work. It's hard, but by the grace of God, you will make it. It's difficult, but find time for yourself. Even if you have to cry your lungs out sometimes, even if you have to scream, even if you need to go on a vacation, because you have to take care of yourself in order for you to provide for them. If you don't take good care of yourself, you won't be able to provide for no one. So just like, take the time out of the week, out of the day, just for you to meditate, to relax, and understand that this is a hard work, but I want to use all my heart to do it, because the children didn't ask to be in this life. They didn't ask to live this lifestyle, but that's all I can do right now. So God, please guide me. Show me exactly on how to lead and how to be the parent you want me to be. Believe it or not, He will guide you. Okay, He will guide you. And the more like, okay, you are doing it, give yourself credit. Give yourself credit. Even if the father don't look at you in a way like he wants to give you credit, that's his business. Even if the mother ignores the fact that you are making all these sacrifices, that's her business. But continue to do you. Because today, This is your time now to plant. This is your time now to sow. But when you realize like the fruits of your products, when you realize like what you have accomplished, you definitely will appreciate the fruits that you are reaping. Okay? Continue to work. Continue to fight. Make time for yourself, mommy. Make time for yourself, daddy. Remember, you are not in this by yourself. You are not in this alone. And don't look at exactly that had happened. Don't be resentful. Don't be revengeful. Yes, it hurts. Yes, your heart has been broken. Yes, you have been broken into several pieces. Into like, okay, you don't even know where to start to pick up, okay, the shattered pieces. You don't even know how to connect them again. You don't even know how to complete that puzzle. But continue to have faith in God. Continue to have faith in yourself, because the Lord, as our provider, the Jehovah Nissi, will provide for you. Continue to fight. Continue to carry on. Continue to be determined and motivate yourself. Even if you have to go back to school, go back to school. Even if you have to change your career, you have to change jobs, whatever you have to do. But don't lay low. Don't stoop low. Okay? Don't put yourself in any situation that's going to bring you more regrets. Have respect for yourself. Have respect for your children. Because the more respect there is in the household, the more we will live a peaceful world, society. We cannot change the world, but we can change the community. We can change the society. Okay, it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes one child to destroy the village. So we gotta protect our village. We gotta wet it. We gotta plant in it. We gotta make sure that we remove all the parasites, all the debris that is destroying the crops. Okay, therefore continue to work. Invest in our community, invest in our societies, invest in our families, because they are children today, they'll be grown-ups tomorrow. Your situations will change, because if they see how much you sacrifice, they will say, wherever my mom was before, wherever daddy was before, I don't want to go there. I want to make sure that, okay, I live better for myself and my parents, because they sacrificed so much for me. Now remember, you create them. Okay, you give birth to them. God help you to create them. You give birth to them. Okay. However, when it comes to their emotions, their personalities, their sentiments, you are not in control of that. However, if you provide the nurturing environment, combining with nature, definitely you can make it work. So continue to work, continue to invest, and remember, your self-care matters, your time matters. Invest in your children, invest in your community, invest in your world. Single parents, kudos to you. Continue to work, value your work, and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I got this. I got this by the grace of God. I'm going to keep on fighting. I'm going to keep on trying, and I'm going to make it. No matter how much they don't listen to you, no matter how much you're not being appreciated, continue to work, because this is a ministry. This is a calling. You're going to embrace your calling. It doesn't matter on how you got them, but they are here now. So continue to do whatever you need to do for them, for yourself, and just know that you are special. You are special. Take care of yourself. Get yourself done. If you're a makeup person, whatever you like to do, whatever make you happy for your self-care, just do it. But don't let life beat you down and for you to stay down. When life beats you down, you get back up and you continue to fight, because only the one who's willing to sacrifice, to fight back, will make it. Remember, I love you. Remember, they are children today, grown up together, grown up tomorrow. So let's try to save the village. Please comment on this message, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Help me to grow, because we're going to keep it, like I said, very simple and very well. And my single parents, you deserve better, yes, but make room for that better. When that better comes, so you can appreciate it. Grow your children, and remember, don't keep blaming yourself. It takes two to tango. It takes one, okay, to suffer. Now it's your time to suffer, but the rejoice will come in the morning where you're going to be laughing. So why not continue to fight and give yourself credit for all your hard work, because you are special. You deserve it no matter what anyone says about you.